I'm Torrey Smith, wide receiver from the Baltimore Ravens from 2011 until 2014, and this is Untold Stories.
What a magical moment for Torrey Smith after all he's been through.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the Ravens are mourning the loss of an extended family member, Tevin Jones, the brother of Torrey Smith. Please join us in a moment of silence.
I get a call from my brother, and he's like, hey, little Chris was just in an accident. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me know. We had already had our team meeting, so I'm back in my hotel room with my roommate, Tan and Dawes, and didn't really think much of it. He called me back like 3 minutes later, like losing his mind, like he's gone. And, I didn't really know what to do. I've never really lost anybody close to me, so it was a emotional thing right away. And I just started packing up. I was like, man, I'm going home. Called my then girlfriend, Chanel, and my other brother who was at my house. And I was waiting for them to come down from where we were living up in Finksburg to come on down. And we were going to drive to Virginia because I wanted to get home to my other siblings and my mom.
Heartbreaking tweet this morning at 8:30. I can't believe my little brother's gone. Be thankful for your loved ones and tell them you love them. This is the hardest thing ever.
And honestly, I wasn't thinking about football. I just remember being out in the hallway. I remember Craig Singletary being out there, Darren Sanders. I remember Coach Harbaugh. I remember seeing Mr. Bisciotti as well. They were just talking to me and saying, hey, whatever you need, let me know. And not once did Coach Harbaugh ever mention like the game to me. He was just like, take care of family. It was tough. Never really experienced loss that close to us. And, you go home and honestly, you're not thinking about football. You're sitting there like, man, we have a game the next day. And, I probably got an hour or two of sleep. We wake up in the morning and it's a normal day at the house playing video games with my brothers and stuff. And it's like, well, we still do kind of have a game tonight. And then that's when I was like, the first time where I started to think about like, well, what am I gonna do? So my mom was like, hey, I think you should play. He would want you to play, and I think it would be great for all of us to watch you play. And then my mind immediately shifted to, okay, I can play in a game.
Very much active tonight, wide receiver Torrey Smith on the field, going through pregame warm-ups with emotions that words could not possibly begin to convey.
I remember walking into the stadium, and that was a very emotional moment for me. Just the reception and love from the fans, it kind of messed me up emotionally there. And then you go into the locker room, and then just felt comfortable, right? It felt like I was where I was supposed to be. My guys were there with me, and it felt normal, like I was supposed to be there.
The bank will rock tonight for the Ravens and the Patriots. Good evening and welcome to NTV.
It ended up working out, going out there, just being where we're supposed to be out in the stadium, so you could just focus on football.
13 and a half minutes to play. Opening half. Ravens trail 13-0. Rice remains alone back. Play fake. Flacco deep drop. Firing deep. Far side. Look at end zone. And it is caught. Torrey Smith. Touchdown Ravens.
What a magical moment for Torrey Smith after all he's been through to make a play like this in a game like this.
Smith at the end of the play took a knee, visibly said a prayer, and I think we all know the direction of that prayer. For Torrey's brother Tevin, this one is for you.
I beat him when the ball was in the air. Pulled away from him. Great job.
It was a huge escape for my younger siblings, my mom, my grandma, and them to just watch the game. That's what they had grown accustomed to. That was what our family did. It brought them together. It was able to keep everyone's mind away from real life, and that's part of the beauty of sports, honestly.
And for Torrey Smith, somehow his focus has been maintained through the toughest of days.
Somehow is the key word.
Everyone's tuned in, and you're not really worried about anything else but what's going on within these few hours of watching this sporting event. And as much as that is that way for fans, is that way for players, it's that way for their families. And I know for sure from mine to be able to just talk about the game. Now you're not talking about the pain of what had just happened. Now you're able to talk about the game.
This is just astonishing what Smith is doing in this game.
Now you're able to talk about being excited and, about the opportunity and the way that, I was able to play representing him and my family. I mean, it was a special moment for all of us, and, honestly, it's one that is living on for a long time. My kids talk to me about it now, and they weren't even born. So for them to see that, it just goes to talk about adversity, overcoming, and it used a game and a tough family situation for us to be able to highlight it, that now, I'm able to talk about that with my own sons and my daughter, who never had the opportunity to meet their uncle.
It's 1st and goal from the 5. Fake to Rice. Flacco gets away, and it is caught by Torrey Smith for his second touchdown.
What a catch.
His second touchdown reception of the night. The most difficult night of his life. A night where many men would have not even dreamed of putting on a football uniform. But one night removed from the death of his 19-year-old brother, Torrey Smith is playing the game of his life to honor that brother. Listen to the crowd chanting Torrey's name.
Have an opportunity to score a couple of times and, honor him, and a couple of those touchdown balls are in his casket to this day. So, I'm glad that we were able to, had an opportunity to honor him in that way, and that we're still able to do it with some of the things that we're doing in the community.
Torrey Smith, congratulations, my friend. What a performance.
Having my brothers with me, Anquan, Bolden, Jacoby Jones, like those dudes really helped me get through that, especially being as young as I was, kind of navigating that space. So yeah, that was a major moment for me. You talk about a team and being like family and what that means.
Always got your back. Before every blessing there's a what? Every blessing there's a storm, boy. Ride us out.
Having those guys there and having that support for me as dealing with the first personal loss I really had in my life really helped me a lot. And, I love them to death, way bigger than football because of it, the organization, their love and support.
I want to just thank all y'all for y'all support, man. This new territory for me.
We love you, baby. We got you. We're your brothers, baby.
You already know it, man.
We got 60 brothers in here, baby.
It's new territory for me. Dealing with, a loss like this, man. And, if it wasn't for y'all, I don't think I would have even been here today. It's tough, man. I appreciate all the support. Y'all really made me feel better, and it's gonna make this fight a whole lot easier. A lot easier to get over with, man. And I just appreciate y'all, love all y'all, coaches, players, everyone, man, and just thank you.
Yes, we love you, man.
Let's go, bring it in tight, baby. Bring it in tight.